Kingian Nonviolence, conflict reconciliation, is a theoretical approach to addressing conflict based on the philosophy of Martin Luther King and the approach he used in responding to conflict, and specifically conflict that had a potential for violence. And this particular philosophy was developed as a result of Martin Luther King's practical application of nonviolence in social change movements. And it also was the fine-tuning of the application in various parts of the country, as well as various parts of the world. It also deals not only with the social change context, but it's the interpersonal and sometimes intrapersonal. So these theories, this concept and this philosophy of nonviolence is universal. It's not something that we simply apply to issues related to, say for example, racial conflict. It could be religious, it could be regional, it could be people who share the same common values even. But in many cases they find themselves at conflict with each other. So it is in the realm of human beings and the conflict that human beings experience.
Why reconciliation and not resolution?
Well, resolution tends to stop conflict temporarily and maybe even divide the parties in conflict. Many times a resolution to a conflict is basically to separate the parties or either the land. Many countries have been developed as a result of resolution. One example was Germany, East and West. Another example is Korea, North and South. Another example is India, Pakistan. And of course another has to do with Palestine and Israel. So you can look at a number of situations. We had it in the United States, North and South. And so what was united about the states? That's a rhetorical question. The question then is that a resolution to the problem would have been to separate into two different countries or regions. But instead, the reconciliation would be an example in our own experience as a way of bringing those conflicting parties or regions together into a whole. And this is a way of showing that the conflict has come to an end, has been solved. So resolution tends to resolve, but nonviolence reconciliation solves rather than resolve.